And good morning, people. Welcome back to Dragon Quest XI. Last time we faced off against the Aractagon, who was draining fighters of their essence to make Vince Vanquish invincible. Having seen the error of his ways, he has fought us on even terms, and, well, we won that easily, which means we did win the Masked Martial Arts Tournament. However, Rab and Jade, who were helping us with Aractagon, did sort of steal the Rainbow and the second prize thing, but that was theirs anyway, since they did come second, and have asked us to go to Dundrasil. Why? Because they want to talk to us. Seems a bit heavy-handed, but then again, would we have gone to Dundrasil after getting the Rainbow? Likely no, considering Yggdrasil is our target. That is our ultimate destination. So we need to go there. I'm back in Octagonia for a simple reason. It's this lady here, and you can probably guess it. Yeah. Puff puff. Again, it is completely up to your imagination what you think a Puff Puff is. Also, speaking of Puff Puffs, Cinderella here. Guess we're not into Puff Puffs. Strangely enough. Anyways, I just came back for that, really. I also came back because I've got a whole load of money on me, 8,000 gold. I really don't need that amount, so I'm going to drop that off. And then we're going to rest at the camp until morning. So I'll meet you back in the Dundrasil region. Oh, hello there. I only came in for the enemy that we've been missing. You might notice it is raining. The Mushroom Mage. That's pretty much actually what I came in for. I didn't expect 3 metal slimes, but if I can get some extra experience here, I'll take it. Criticals help. Mushroom Mages cast Crackle. Crackle is basically a improved version of Crack, and it targets all enemies. Or is it a group? It might be a group, but it might be all. I'm not fully certain. And as much as I would like to get rid of the Mushroom Mage because of that, I'm aiming for money. Well, I'm aiming for experience. Thank you for not running. Okay, that's 4,000 experience. I'll take that. Heal Veronica.
We'll soon have that patched up. Oh, thank you.
I'm surprised these metal slimes aren't running quite as often as they normally do. Of course, I need to hit them. That does help. And I don't really have anything to up the amount of damage. But that's fine. Really? I have to expect it with metal slimes.
Hi-ya!
One more potential hit. I'll take 6,000 if I can actually hit it. Yep, I'll take 6,000 experience. Alright, and now that that's done, we can focus on the Mushroom Mage. I just like to take out the metal slimes first because then I think they're more likely to not run. At least that's my experience of it so far. If they've got another monster nearby, which the Mushroom Mage here is. But they're pretty much exactly what you expect. They're mushrooms, they're weak to fire, they're mages, they cast Crackle, they do a bit of damage, you kill them. And you get a whole bunch of experience because there was 3 metal slimes with them. That's not always the case.
Nice.
Again, I seem to be getting extremely lucky in this playthrough so far. Ah, Kabuff. Kabuff is excellent. I really need that. Kabuff to buff everyone in the party's defense. Yes, please. Alright, where was I going with you, hero? This one? Or was I going up? Or was I just randomly not deciding because I have no idea? Most likely that last one. Eric, you are getting Victimizer. So I've got a way of doing a lot of damage against paralyzed enemies if the paralysis hits. And also it opens up this one, which is Assassin Stab, which can kill an enemy instantly. Yeah, we won't be getting that anytime soon. I think the percentage is actually really low. Yeah, you're still doing the damage, but I think we've got other options that we can make use of a bit better. I'm considering going up into boomerangs with him at some point because they're pretty decent, but I haven't really got a good one at the moment, especially not 2. So more guile, I think. Just make sure we have more chance of hitting our steals. Veronica, you are still 8 points away. Serena, do I get this? Do I really need this? I've actually got pretty much what I need for Serena at this point. Anything else is really just a luxury. A Hymn of Ice is nice. The Magical Mending, the magical maximum MP is nice, and the other hymns are okay. But they're not really as needed, and I don't need spears for her. I'm going to hold off and I might have a play with it between parts and just see how it is. Savanda, you're getting Hypno Whip. Because now that we've got Hustle Dance, we need you to go into these statuses. Anyways, now that that's done, and I've just spent a little, quite a bit of the early part dealing with that, let's go and meet up with Rab and Jade, shall we? I think I want the item in here, just to... Yeah, I'll take a little bit of extra dragon hide. And, well, we can't take the horse where we're going because we're going down a well. There isn't anything here, I don't believe. Maybe there's a sparkly spot. Nope, definitely no monsters. And there's no loot. It's really just a connecting tunnel. So I'm not entirely certain why it's here. I guess it does connect from that area to this, the ruins of Dundrasil, which I believe has a couple of sparkly spots. Yeah, it has one there. And there are 4 pieces of treasure in the area. Just make sure there's nothing in the area immediately. Doesn't look like it. So let's go speak to Rab.
So you made it at last.
Took a while, but we got diverted.
Is it just you? Where's your friend, the girl?
She has duties to attend to. She'll be glad you came, though, as am I.
It's not like we had much choice. Now where's the rainbow? We need it.
Oh, you do you? I suppose that's because your pal here's the Luminary.
Wait. How could you...
I thought you died years back, laddie. When I saw that mark in your hand at the tournament, my heart skipped more than a few beats, let me tell you. Now, come along. There's something I want to show you, if you'll indulge an old man for a wee while.
I don't see any reason why not. We're still wanting the rainbow, so and he's the one that's got it, or more likely it's with Jade at the moment, because she isn't here. It's just to make sure that we do what he's saying. Rab isn't exactly very fast either, at least right now.
Aye, this place brings back some memories, sure enough.
Look, are you going to tell us who you are or what?
I'd already given up most of my duties by then. I spent most of my days in the city enjoying my retirement. Oh, we had us some fun. And then the monsters came, and I lost everything. When I was your age, laddie, this was one of the finest cities you could ever hope to see. And look at it now. One night. That's all it took them to tear it all apart. Ugh. Just listen to me blethering on. I was going to show you something, wasn't I? Come on.
So Dundrasil was a home to him.
Huh? Is this somebody's grave?
Aye. This is where the King and Queen of Dundrasil are buried.
Oh,
You mean
I do. This is your parents' grave, laddie. The grave of my daughter and son-in-law.
wait.
Wait, but that would mean you're his grandfather.
And previous
These two
king.
fine young souls died, and I survived. I came to believe there must have been a reason for that. That someone had a purpose in mind for me. So I set out to learn why Dundrasil was destroyed. I've been on the road ever since. I've uncovered some of the truth on my travels. It was King Carnelian, you see. He changed. He once believed in the power of the Luminary more than any of us. But he became convinced that you were evil, that you were the Darkspawn. He's not a man I knew any longer. Folks say he blames you for everything, even the death of his daughter. How could you, old friend? There's something behind it all. The fall of Dundrasil, the change in my old comrade. I promise you, I will find out the truth. Eleanor, my girl, Erwin, I found your boy. He wasn't lost to us after all. You're alive, laddie. Against all the odds, and now you're home. You've no idea how many times I've dreamed of this day. I never thought it would actually come. Now, will you humor an old man a while longer? There's an old royal ritual, you see. It's to send the souls of the departed to a better place. I'd like you to help me perform it. There's an altar up on the hill behind the castle. I'll be waiting for you there.
Considering who it's likely he's wanting to move on to that better place, I don't think we've got any reason to say no. strong medicine. Dressed like a Brazilian. That's armor pieces for the hero, the main character. Draznian Sovereign. Brazilian Sovereign, sorry. Devil's Tail. And there's one more item. Brazilian Guinea. So I believe that's everything we need here. I haven't done any extra fun-size forge things. I do have the stuff for Sylvando, but I'm actually waiting for a specific level for that to make it a lot easier on myself. I'm currently level 24. I'm aiming for level 26 before I do a lot of stuff now. Mostly because it's so difficult to actually hit the right targets. Where was you going? Honestly, I don't know if we have to wait this long for him, but we said we'd go with him. Don't think there's anything more. No, just making sure. Because I think this place gets locked off after we come here. We've been here. At least this back bit. I do wish he at least walked a little bit faster, maybe the normal walking pace. But for some reason in games they always make you go slow. These things always go slower than the natural walking pace of that you go. Let's not stop here.
Everything's ready.
Thank you, Princess. It looks just perfect.
Wait, you don't mean...
If the rest of you wouldn't mind standing back here with me, only members of the Dracilian royal family may perform the ritual.
How come he called you princess? Are you?
Quiet now. The ritual is about to begin.
You just follow my lead. All right, laddie? The souls of those who depart this life must all return to Yggdrasil. One life for each leaf of the great world tree. But those taken by monsters cannot return of their own accord. So our ancestors devised a ritual to send them on their way. The smoke guides them back to where they belong. To Yggdrasil's bosom. Each butterfly is a lost soul, and now they can all be at peace. You didn't die in vain, Eleanor. You saved your boy, and the princess. It was a noble sacrifice you made. Thank you, my beautiful girl. And goodbye. I hope you don't mind me asking, but your mother didn't leave you anything, did she? No, she didn't, did she? So this letter's why you went to see King Carnelian, eh? If only she'd known. I'm sorry, laddie, you've been through so much. But I suppose if you'd not set out for Heliodor, your journey would never have led you to me, eh? Oh, Eleanor. I'm sorry, laddie. I'm gonna need to be alone for a wee while.
Yeah. I don't think there's much more we can say about it. So, let's leave him be and have a quick chat to people. You think you know who the girl is? She was called Princess. Hello, Jade.
Lady Eleanor. Who's there? You weren't supposed to see that. I was just thinking about Lady Eleanor. I mean, your mother. Why don't we take a little walk? My mother was a rather sickly soul by all accounts. She died not long after I was born. So in a sense, Lady Eleanor was the only real mother I ever knew. She used to read me stories, take me flower picking. I loved her so much. You can imagine how happy I was when I heard she was having a baby. I couldn't wait to meet my little brother. You know, it was raining like this the last time I ever saw her. I can't believe how much time has passed since then. Wait, up there.
Ha. We know those armor pieces.
Something tells me they're looking for you and your friends. And there's only one kingdom that can send that many soldiers out on a manhunt. Heliodor. Come on. We need to get back to the others.
Yeah, not the best time for them to show up. Yeah, it's just us and Jade now. And they got in front of us as well.
Where are the ones from the altar?
No sign of them. What about the Darkspawn?
No sign of him either. Blast! They must have gone away.
It's him! He's over here! The Darkspawn is over here!
Oh, for goodness sake.
What shall we do with the girl?
Sir Hendrik's orders were to bring the Darkspawn back alive. He never said anything about anyone foolish enough to side with him.
Good luck with that.
Just you try it.
We already know how strong she is. Case in point.
I can't be expected to take her on alone. Sir Hendrik! Sir Hendrik!
Oh. We know who's leading this band.
We'll head around the mountain and meet up with the others before he gets back.
Well, here we go. No point standing around. Of course, we didn't get far.
of Darkspawn, there is nowhere left to run. You are a slippery one, I will give you that. I had not thought you would make it this far after I picked up your scent in Octagonia. Men, the Darkspawn is mine. Deal with the girl.
Good luck with that.
Forward! This is all the dreaded child of darkness can muster. Pathetic. You will evade me no longer, Darkspawn. The chase ends here.
Hendrik! Don't you dare!
Huh? Princess Jade? Surely not.
No! Hold on!
Princess!
I won't let you go again.
Recognise this place? Yeah, it's the cabin at the south side of Dundrasil region. We're alive. But where's Jade?
Oh, good. You're awake. I'm soaked through. Let's get warmed up, shall we? I'm glad I caught you. I couldn't have forgiven myself if it happened again. I suppose Rab must have told you about your mother, that she sacrificed herself to save you and the Princess of Heliodor. Well, you've probably worked it out for yourself already, but I was that princess. Your mother saved my life. That night, the night Dundrasil fell, we ran from the castle, but the monsters were too fast. She handed you to me and distracted them for long enough for us to get away. She died to save us. But even though she trusted me with you, I was too weak and stupid to... I fell in the river and I let you go. I can't tell you how many times I've wished that it was you Rab fished out of there and not me. After he found me, we headed back to Heliodor. We thought my father might help us to find you. But when we got there, we found out he was telling people I'd been killed by the Luminary. He was trying to make people believe awful things about you. Brab was convinced that he wasn't in his right mind, that someone must be controlling him. So we set out together to find out who and why. I never expected to see Hendrik again, let alone on a battlefield. We were lucky to get out of there alive. Looks like the rain's dying down. We should head back to Dundrasil.
Yes, we should. But yeah, Princess of Heliodor, Jade. So, we've got quite the group. We've got... well, we don't have them at the moment, but there's the previous king to Dundrasil, Rab. Ourselves, the prince and luminary. Princess Jade of Heliodor, who was presumed dead. We've got 2 maidens of Arborea. That's got to mean something. We've got a circus performer who seems very much has his secrets. He knows a lot about chivalry, a lot more than he's admitting. And Eric, who is a thief. Well, I'm sure he's got his own secrets as well. This is quite the group. Just us and Jade though for the moment. Let's head back to Dundrasil. And yeah, we can get into fights. And yes, it is just us, but Jade is also helping out. Not really anything that there's not really any reason to fight anything though, honestly. Because enemies have been reduced in numbers because it is us alone. So yeah, let's just head back. Sure, there might be the occasional metal slime, but no. Also, Hendrik's on our tail.
So I was right. I had suspected it would take more than a mere fall to put pay to the Darkspawn.
Sir Hendrik.
Can it really have been so many years since that fateful night, Princess? To see you alive and well, you cannot imagine how much this pleases me. But should you choose to continue to side with the Child of Darkness, you may not live for much longer.
Look, I know how you feel about duty, Hendrik. How could I forget? But you don't understand how important this is. Please, you have to let us go.
You would ask a sworn knight of Heliodor to disobey the orders of his king? You have been away from home too long, girl.
Not long enough for the years to have changed you. Still loyal to a fault. I wish it didn't have to come to this. But it has. Yeah!
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 Impressive, Princess. The spirited young girl of old has grown into quite the warrior maiden.
Oh, please. I'm not a child anymore. It'll take more than a pat on the head to distract me. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
And what will it take to convince you that I am deadly serious? That if you stand on the side of the Darkspawn, I will have no choice but to destroy you? Yeah!
Hendrik!
Princess!
I'm sorry. Get on. Now hold on tight.
Princess, what have you become?
A strong lady. And definitely not the princess that you remember. As you might guess, we're here for meeting up with the people over there, and because it's just these two, we're not fighting up against a dragon. They've been removed for this occasion.
Oh, look!
There you both are. And in one piece, too.
Just about. No thanks to Hendrik and his men.
So it was old Hendrik, was it? I thought it might be. I would have liked a wee word with the rascal, but I doubt he'd have told us much. Well, if even he's out for your blood, the forces of evil must have a stronger hold in Heliodor than ever. It wouldn't be the first time a once glorious kingdom had been brought low by monstrous powers, you know. Many years ago, a dastardly fiend destroyed an entire empire with his wicked ways. A legendary evil named Mordegon. His story is all but forgotten these days. I had to tramp halfway around the world just to learn his name. But the more I find out about him, the more I'm convinced he's the one behind all this. Dundrasil, the troubles in Heliodor, everything. Which is why you're going to have to stop him, laddie. The fate of the whole world depends on it. You're the luminary, after all. You were born to defeat the Dark One. But you'd be more than foolish to face him unprepared. He's a master of darkness, the like of which the world has never seen.
Then we must make our way to Yggdrasil as soon as we can. The legends of Arborea tell of a means of fighting the darkness that can only be found there. Veronica! That must be why we're supposed to take him there, mustn't it?
Here you are, laddie. It's yours at last. You'll be needing it if you're to make your way to the World Tree. If anyone can get this old stick to show us the way, it's you. Lead on, Luminary.
Well, can you see anything?
Don't tell me it's a dud! If that Noah sent us in a wild goose chase, I'll throttle him! He could have told us it didn't work before we wasted a zillion hours chasing it halfway across the world.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions. Why don't Jade and I join you, and we'll see if we can't make our way a bit closer to Yggdrasil and try again. We'll not give yous any bother, I promise.
So characters 6 and 7, Rab and Jade. And yeah, we've got a full party, it seems. Okay, so Rab, Jade, strengths, weaknesses that I'm aware of. Well, Rab has 3 tiers, three places he can go: heavy wands, claws, and enlightenment. Claws are his physical option, sort of like Serena has spears. But if you really wanting to get the most out of Rab, you really want his magic. Heavy wands is probably the best way to go for him. Does mean I need 2 heavy wand. I have 2 heavy wand users, but that's okay. But don't take away Rab's claws. He can do a fair amount of damage himself. It's really just heavy wands and magic is his specialty. Enlightenment is pretty much gives him bonuses to his spells. Gives him benediction, which lifts a curse. Maximum MP plus 10, empathy, which passes some MP from him over to a ally. Writer's Reign, which is essentially re-heal, but for the entire party. Magical Mending, Magical Might. He makes use of everything. Where Serena is Magical Mending, Veronica is Magical Might, Rab is pretty much a combination of both, but he doesn't specialize in either. So yes, he's a nice red mage option, you could say, but if you're wanting one or the other, Serena or Veronica are better. You can specialize him if you really want to, but that takes him away from his utility. He's really a support caster in more ways. He does have things that only he can use that Veronica and Serena can't. But the thing I'm aiming for, or to start up with, I believe is things stick down here. Yeah, he gets Staff of Salvation a little bit earlier than Veronica. Yeah, so let's get him started. Yeah, so he needs just another 6 points to get Zing Stick. That's pretty good. And just on that path, we've gained MP absorption, bit of MP recovery, magical mending, and Staff of Salvation, and Beelzebub Freeze. And we'll also get to know what this one is as well. But yeah, I'll be focusing mostly on heavy ones for him. But in terms of him being in the party, don't expect him to be in there too much. Because, as I said, he has a lot of options, but not quite as specialized. He can heal, he can and recover stasis, he can buff and debuff. Well, he can debuff with sap and do a couple of buffs. He's got crack, crackle, wham, which is darkness damage, which only Rab can do, and he also has whack. So he's got a good bunch of things. But if you're wanting outgoing damage, Veronica is better. If you want healing, Serena is better. That's just the way it is with him. Jade, on the other hand, is, well, damage, and more damage. She has claws, spears, fisticuffs, and a lure. Claws on her hands. You can wield up to 2 claws, so you do need double. So it is a two-handed sort of situation. Spears, two-handed weapons, probably the most damaging weapon outside of greatswords. And fisticuffs. This gives basically allows her to fight with no weapon at all. And allure makes use of a charm and appeal to do both damage and a few additional and I think it's mostly beguilement and a few confusion things. The fisticuffs line gives you more strength and stat options. So as you can see, strength plus 10, strength plus 5, agility plus 30, agility plus 5, maximum HP. So we really will be coming over to this, and I will be focusing allure, but that will be later. I'm actually going to be removing the stat points in here for other options later. For other options now, but I will be going back to allure much later on. What I'll be doing is focusing on spears and fisticuffs for Jade. She is damage dealer, damage dealer, damage dealer, damage dealer. So let's get her started, shall we? I think I want this maximum HP and this strength. Could get Cattle Prod, do additional damage to Beast family, but I'm actually going to avoid that and go into this one here, Thunderthrust. Doesn't hit as often, but when it does, it's a critical hit. This secret panel, Pep Chance plus 5%. Not bad, but we'll be avoiding that one. And that's plus 5, that's plus 10. I think we're going for the plus 10. Party Pooper, sweeping swing of the spear, strike a group of enemies simultaneously. We will be wanting that. Deliverance, heavy damage to the undead. So yeah, I think we're going for this one next. But let's check what this is. Lightning Thrust, electrifying strike with a sizable chance of inflicting a critical hit. That's useful as well. And if I remember correctly, that's multi-thrust, so I really want that as well. So I believe I'm going to go Party Pooper. Actually, yeah, Party Pooper and attack power while wielding. This one for multi-thrust if it is that. Lightning Thrust, and then work on my way up here. How many points am I losing here? 6. That's 14 points. Huh. I'm closer to Party Pooper than I thought. Nice. So I need to work on my lineup. I need to equip up the Rab and Jade. Jade comes with her glaive to start off with. I would like something a bit better than that. Thief's Turban, which is okay, but I'm not sure if there's anything better that I can give her. She also comes with Cloak of Evasion. Sure, that's actually quite nice. But the Spangled Dress is essentially going to her. She makes great use of charm with her allure skills. She uses she will need the defense, so yeah, that's going on to her. But yeah, I'm going to come back. I'll have everyone set up, and I will meet you likely by the the campsite in Dundrazil. So until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.
Huh? Hey, the branch, it's...
Oh, darlings, did you see it? It was so pretty.
A sort of platform floating in the sky, and 6 colored orbs. Oh, I think I understand. We need to find the orbs and take them to the platform, and then the path to Yggdrasil will appear.
Maybe trekking halfway around the world to find that branch wasn't such a waste of time after all. And we've already got one of the orbs we need, too. I knew swiping this thing from the castle was the best idea I ever had. I had my own plans for it. But this is way more important. It's yours now. Just don't lose it, okay?
So that's what it's for.
Our prize from the tournament. Lucky we didn't sell it in the end, eh?
Aye. And there I was, all set to swap it for a few piffling trinkets for the road. It's yours now, though, laddie.
So not just one, we've got 2.
Now, it looked like that platform we saw was located right under Yggdrasil. That means it must be somewhere deep inside the first forest. So, we know where we have to go. We just need to find the other 4 orbs first.
But where in the world would we even begin to look?
Orbs, orbs. Oh, I do remember a fairy tale about a giant pearl sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Can't remember the details, though.
Well, if we don't have any real clues, I guess we'll just have to head out into the world and find some.
You're not wrong there. In which case, let's head for Puerto Valor. We can get out into the open ocean from there.
It's off to the northwest of Gondolia. A fairly straightforward voyage, if you ask me.
And you'll be pleased to hear that I'm friends with Don Rodrigo, the big man over that way. I'm sure he'll open the sea gates for us.
Sylve?
Right then, let's get moving, shall we? The sooner we get our hands on those orbs, the sooner we can make our way up to Yggdrasil.
So, welcome back to Dragon Quest XI. Plot dump. We've got 2 orbs. The red orb, which we've actually been carrying for quite a while, and the yellow orb, which was the second place prize of the Master Martial Arts tournament in Octagonia, which Rab and Jade just happened to win. So 2 of the 6 orbs we need down to go down. Also, did you notice? You might not have. At the end of the last part, when the hero was holding the rainbow, it was in his right hand. It wasn't until he switched over to his left hand to carry, which holds the mark, that it began to glow. Anyways, I need to make a stop off. I have done a little bit of the equipping, but not really a whole great deal, because I actually need to do a bit of this, things in the Fun Size Forge. Not too much. It's mostly just to make sure that Jade and Rab are equipped as much as possible. Sure, I'll have this over here. So yeah, and plus I do need to save. Anyways, yeah, next time, in a little bit, I'll be back with equipment and things. I might just tack this onto the end and start up the part next time. That's probably the best. It's only 5 minutes. So yeah, next time.